All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone. I'm Reese from the Nightmare Fuel podcast, and I'm being joined by Carolina Peña. People will know her as the girl who was on Ecuador's Got Talent. We'll get into that story. But you recently appeared at Reason Rally, and we'll also talk about that. How are you doing, Carolina?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm very good. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, of course. I wanted to start with your appearance on Ecuador's Got Talent because I talked about that like a long time ago when that first happened. But just kind of and I know it's been a while, but if you could like put yourself back in the moment.
Yes. So I think it was in September. Okay. So everything. I think it's like the thing of God. It was very planned because the day I knew I got in, they called me like to say like, oh, you passed the auditions. You need to go to this place and like to have the real auditions with the judges. So they started me to like get a lot of information about me. I don't know, to get like some story. And they asked me if I was Catholic. And I tell them that no, that I didn't believe in God. So I think that was like the start point. When I went to the day of my audition, they have like, I had, sorry, my English is so bad. I had like a previous interview before my audition, and they asked me then if I believed in God, and then I knew they were going to ask me the same thing inside because it was obvious. And that's when in the video, if you have seen the video, when they asked me, "Do you believe in God?" I laugh because because I knew they were going to ask me that. I knew they like that was like the main point of my story. So yeah, it was pretty bad. I told them that I didn't believe, and like in the video you see it's like 5 minutes. It was really for 15 minutes. They started to saying so many things that like artists need to believe in God because life is difficult, and I'm going to suffer in life, and when I suffer in life I need to remember them and remember God, and so much stuff that I don't know. I was like so tired of it. I just wanted to know if I was going to pass or not. That was like the only thing. I was like waiting for them to stop talking about that and start like talking about how my audition was. And that was it.
Who would have thunk that you'd want to hear about your performance on the talent show rather than get proselytized to? But
Yeah, it was
yeah.
it was so dumb. It was very dumb, and that's Ecuador. Like, dude, that's Ecuador. Ecuador TV is it's garbage. They always try to get like drama, and it's garbage. You don't imagine how bad it is. It's so bad, and that's what they want. They want rating that because it's basically for like the people, and they want like rating. They were like these crazy stories. So I think that's why they're starting to attack me because I was an atheist in a very religious country.
Oh yeah. Do you have some examples other than that about how religious Ecuador is?
Yes, I have a lot of examples. Like, first of all, the government decisions are based on religious beliefs. So here, like, there's a lot of things. If you being an atheist here is shocking for most of the people. It's very shocking. So if I go to somewhere and I say like I'm an atheist, they're like, why? What? Why don't you believe in God and this stuff and this stuff and stuff? Because it's very Catholic. Everyone is Catholic here. Everyone. Like the 99% of the people, like Ecuadorian people, are Catholic. Why? Because 90% are poor. It's like we're a third world country. So, like for example, my um, my uncle, he's a priest, and it's very like my family is very religious, but my parents, my mom, she supports me a lot. So I think I'm lucky in that. That's a certain way.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Did you want to get into why you became an atheist? Were you formerly religious?
Okay, so it's kind of funny. I think like the day I became an atheist, well, not like an official atheist, but I started to think about the option of not having a God was the day after my first communion.
Hmm.
Like basically that. Why? Because in my first communion, do you know what like the first communion is? Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, the Catholic first communion that you go and yeah. So I remember it was, and like they bought me this very white dress, like to look like a princess, and like the photographs and like the after party. And I was in church, and my uncle was like the priest with all my friends, and all my girlfriends started to cry, like, oh, I felt Jesus in my heart, I felt God in my heart, and I didn't feel anything. It was impressive. I was like 12 or 11 and I didn't feel anything. I remember I tried to fake my crying because everyone was like crying and I was like the only one who was not feeling absolutely anything. I just like wanted to go to my party and see my friends and see my family. And that's why like the day after I just like received a lot of gifts and a lot of money, and I don't know, I started to think about the possibility of not having a God because I didn't feel anything. And then like later on when I was like growing up like at 13, right now I'm 17. At 13 you need to do like the confirmation. I don't know if it's that called in English. Like what's I think
The
that
yeah, I'm trying to think. Just like conversion, you mean?
yeah, I think I don't know. The thing that it's after the first communion. And I told my mom that I wasn't going to do that and she told me she was like very shocked, but she supported me. Um After the show, it was pretty intense in my family. They wanted, like, my grandmother wanted to send me to this religious camp, so they like transformed me and into like uh, I don't know. They just wanted me to be religious. It was it was pretty. It had like both sides.
Hmm.
I had like a lot of people who came out and like started to say like, yeah, I'm an atheist too, because here's kind of people are ashamed to say that. It's very close. It's a country that's very close. um but also I was like kind of afraid. I remember one day when this thing was huge and everyone knew about it. I was in the mall and like some like crazy person started to follow me and started to insult me that I was going to burn in hell. And I don't know, it was like the mothers of my classmates, many mothers, like they don't want them to hang with me because I'm the devil or stuff. Or I'm a bad kid. I don't know. It's a stereotype. I don't care. I'm happy. And yeah,
You're a bad influence, clearly.
yeah. I'm not a bad influence. It's just I don't know.
So, but I guess there is a difference. So you weren't just non-religious, you choose to identify yourself as an atheist. Was there a decision you had to make there?
Well, I was not religious. I remember I had like my best friend. She's from England, and she was an atheist. And I met her when I was 15 or 14. Yeah, and I didn't knew like so much about that term. So we became very close, and I think it was because of her that I call myself an atheist.
Hmm.
And yeah, I like that's it about it. That's why I call myself. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, you're getting that influence, and that means you're an influential and inspiring figure in your own country, where atheism is looked down on.
Yeah, it's I really like that. Like people write to me and say like, "Oh, I'm an inspiration." Like Penn, he told me I was a hero.
That's
It,
very nice.
that was so nice. I felt so good. Like being Penn, a hero is huge. And
Yeah,
yeah,
well, it's true. You stood up to people and you spoke your mind in a country where it's not extremely acceptable, and
Yeah,
I mean, there's probably plenty of atheists in Ecuador who
there
just
are.
don't have a voice. They just feel like they can't say it.
Exactly. That's what happened when this like whole thing came out. Like the atheist community, for the first time ever, they had a voice on my country, and they looked at me as like a very important figure for that. So I was like 16 at the time. It was pretty huge for me, and I feel very proud of myself too. Because the only thing that I did was to respond a question. That was the only thing that I did. They later on, like the channel and the judges, started me to like try me to look bad. But at the end, it was their fault. Like this international news and these international things, the thing that went viral was because I responded a question. That's the only thing. It's crazy to think about. Yeah,
Yeah. And people in America, and I can't speak for everyone in America, we don't watch Ecuador's Got Talent. We
yeah,
just
exactly.
we don't watch Ecuadorian TV. So anytime I've seen your clip shared around, it was people who were on your side. I never saw a single person take the judge's side.
Here was like that too. There wasn't like I didn't have haters. I had like one or two or three, but
Well,
like
the judges got fired, didn't they?
just one.
Just one.
Yeah. And well, yeah, here they started like the haters were like they hated me because it was my fault that they fired her, and it was their fault. I didn't do anything, and it's pretty sad because I realized how like garbage Ecuadorian TV is, because I did pass the audition and I did pass to the semifinals, and in the semifinals like um, they made this interview to me, and they started to say some stupid things like they wanted me to get angry and have like a bad image for the people because at the end I was the one who made sorry my English. I was the one who made Ecuador's Got Talent look bad into the entire world. So they wanted to ask me like, oh, some staff person, like a random person, heard you said, oh, thank God. So did you lie to be famous?
They
And I
thought
was
you were
like,
lying about being atheist.
yeah. And I was like, whoa, this is insane. It was insane. I remember I said to them like, that didn't happen. I don't know what are you talking about. I don't want to respond to the question. It's stupid. And they like wanted me to get mad. So I just like I really like try to be calm and yeah, that's my country. It's the TV.
Oh, they were trying to up the drama for more
Yeah,
publicity. Oh, that's terrible.
yeah, it was so bad, and like they started me to ask me these kind of questions about I don't remember them. That was like the most insane question for me. That's why I remember. But they started me to ask me those stuff about lying, about being an atheist, that I this stupid stuff. And then I remember I told them like I don't want to respond to questions, and they started to make out like, oh, so what's your favorite band and what's your favorite song? Because they didn't have anything else planned for me for my interview.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, it
yeah.
felt very staged. Well, they were in that clip, one of the judges was threatening to not give you a vote because of that. How were you thinking? What were you thinking then?
Um, I knew like this judge. Her name is Wendy, and um, she's known to be like the bad judge, like the Simon Cowell, like the Simon Cowell,
I see.
like the Ecuadorian Simon Cowell. So like every contestant has fear about her, but I never had like fear about her because I didn't knew even who she was. Like I've never heard about her. They say like, oh, she's like a famous producer. I've never heard her music. She's like, in America they don't exist, but it's like tecno cumbiera. That's what they call. It's like Selena from Mexico. the one that died. That's
Oh yeah.
like this is okay. It's they sing very strange music, but I've never heard about her, and she was like the Simon Cowell. So that's bleh, that's her position, to be like mean and to be tough.
Mhm.
So I knew she was going to say some things, and I don't know. I didn't care if I knew what I did, and I felt happy about it, and that was it. That was the whole thing.
I see. And then we bring it up more recently because they invited you to Reason Rally, and I watched your clip there. How did you feel when they first reached out to you?
Okay, so I remember I was in school and I wasn't paying attention, and I just like received this random like message, and it was the president of Reason Rally. He was like, yeah, he was telling me that he wanted me to sing in the States with Penn, and I didn't knew who was Penn. And I thought at the beginning I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like someone who was like trying to mess up with me. I didn't believe it at all. And then like they were like very constant about it, and I Skype with him, and then I Penn contacted me very directly, and that's like when he told me I was his hero and he wanted me to sing this song. So it was pretty. It was insane for me. It was crazy. I don't know. I didn't knew what was going to happen. I didn't thought about it. It was kind of a dream. It was crazy.
Yeah, because you were saying that you were mostly just non-religious atheist, but you're getting reached out to by an American atheist community, and you didn't know who Penn was. You probably didn't know who any of these people were.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. Like, um, I know that Penn it's very famous in the States, but I didn't know about it at all because I'm from Ecuador, and yeah, I don't know like very famous people from there. Like the only famous people like the Kardashians or like that people, but I didn't know Penn. But when I was there, um, I met him like 2 days before my performance, and every time I walked with him in the street, everyone was like, "Oh, an autograph or a picture," and I realized he was very famous, and that I was very lucky, and I'm really grateful for him to reach me and believing in me. And he's amazing. He's an amazing person.
Oh yeah, definitely. Very talented. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
getting a little bit of an echo.
Oh, from me?
Yeah.
Oh,
It might have sorted itself out. Okay, we're good. But Penn wrote that song by himself, or did
yeah.
you? Okay.
He wrote that song by himself, and he wanted me to translate. So that's what basically happened.
Yeah, I noticed at the rally they had some trouble playing your video. That was
Yeah, I was mad, and Penn was mad too. He was at the end very mad about it, but I think it was a very important moment at the rally. The song, it was a very like shocking and important moment at the rally.
Oh yeah, I thought it was one of the better parts. Very unexpected.
Yeah.
I'm impressed because I saw your clip initially, and I didn't know if you were going to come up again in like the atheist community or atheist circles. Um, but now that that's happened, what do you think is going to be your future with that? Are you going to go to any other events?
Well, like I have a lot of contacts right now, and they want me to talk in conferences and talk in like a lot of places. So I don't know. I don't know. I just wait. I don't know. I don't have any plans right now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still in contact with Penn. Me and Penn are still in contact because he want me to, if something like happens, if he wants me to talk or sing the song in some part of the states to see what happens. Mm. So I don't know. It's been pretty crazy. I have a lot of film directors that want to work with me. So I don't know. Just like wait to things to happen.
Nice. Was there anyone else you met at Reason Rally that you were excited to meet up with or realize was famous?
Bill Bill Nye, the science guy.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was like I didn't talk to him, but he was famous because I knew him. Who else? Um, I remember the Beatles, like the Fab Four, that I heard about them, and they were so nice to me. They were like the nicest people ever, and they were very talented. Like they were the ones who played the Beatles songs, and because of them, I love the Beatles now because I hated them, and now I can't stop listening to the Beatles. It's very
Oh yeah,
funny.
they're a pretty convincing cover band.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you because at the Reason Rally they were talking about a lot of atheist issues that really are only American focused, and because you have the different background, would you have liked to have seen them kind of reach outside of America and talk about religion in other parts of the world?
Yeah, but I think one of the advantages America has is that it's very free. It's very open-minded. It will be really hard to have a like a convention like that on my country or on other Latin American countries. If you think about it, like in Europe, you can do that, like in places like France or places like England, but you cannot talk about religion in the Middle East. You cannot talk about religion in China because the advantage that America has is that you have a lot of different ethnics, different cultures in one country, and it's really open-minded. It has like their like ah why I hate my English. I hate it. Um,
You're all
I don't,
good.
it's okay, but the thing is that you have a lot of advantage that you can do this type of things. um, I'm like trying to do something like this here and to talk about it in conferences so it can get spread around Latin America because Latin America I think it's pretty religious most of it like Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, and those type Mexico those type of countries. So yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I noticed. There was a speaker at the Reason Rally, and this was pretty much the only time they brought up the Middle East was when Maryam Namazi was giving a speech, and it was a lot of defending of religious people and defending of people who perpetuate religious oppression in that part of the world. So that's always a little unfortunate about these events. They tend to hype up religious problems in America and not focus on a world outside of that. And Ecuador is kind of in the middle of that.
Yeah, it's neutral. It's neutral. Like here, you don't die because you're not religious, but you're not like good acceptance either. You don't have like good acceptance. So it's I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, there's probably some societal downsides, like
Yeah,
people losing their jobs, stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. They told me there in the rally that here like in America also happens that things that when people like bosses know about that workers are atheists and they just like fire them. So I don't know why it's so it's like they take so serious about the thing that you be an atheist because we're not bad people. We're just like people who do not believe. Like Christians and Catholics are not good people because they believe. It's just like they are people who believe. That doesn't make them good people. Muslims are not bad people. They just believe in their stuff. I'm not a bad person because I don't believe. It's my way of thinking about things. And that needs respect.
Well, I guess it depends on what you believe. Like holding certain beliefs can make someone a bad person. And
Yeah.
that's a big part of combating religion, because these ideas on their own are very nebulous, but when they take form in someone's mind, they can have very terrible consequences.
Yeah. I have like 5% of my laptop right now. Can I please go get my charger?
Oh,
I'm gonna.
absolutely. You're all good. You're all good.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see. We'll talk to the chat. We have Devin here. We have Introverted Smiles here. Yeah. How are you guys doing? She's for people who want context, she was the girl on Ecuador's Got Talent who was called out about her atheism. We were talking about this earlier, and she was recently at Reason Rally and did a song with Pendulette. And yeah. People always ask like how I get some of these contacts, like even just Devin or Cult of Dusty. Like, people just reach out. Just it's really not difficult. Introverted Smiles. I love that guy. He's good. People should check him out. Smash this. I'm good. We're just gonna. She's totally left us. We've got nothing going on over here. Just a wall. Ask her about the amazing atheist. Oh my. She probably doesn't even know who that is, really. How did you get? I always get you, Devin. Devin, I know you love me deep down. Come on. Oh, we have Skepo too. Awesome. Yeah. I'm kind of saying a positive thing about the Reason Rally now. I took clips out of it. People could check it out on my Regressive Roundup channel. And we're going to be covering some stuff from the Reason Rally on the next show, because there were some good bits, don't get me wrong. I like the song, but there were also some very extremely SJW regressive shit bits that, no. Not good. It's not a surprise to me that the attendance has gone down. Hype up Wyoming to her. Oh God. Well, we have I guess we had a recent thing where a buffalo injured someone in Yellowstone. Some idiot would put a camera in a buffalo's face. That's smart. Hey, Dwarven Centurion. I've seen you around. I know you. I know all of you. It's just a bunch of regulars in here. Oh yeah, TJ at the Reason Rally. That would have been something. I love Devin. He just knows the right thing to say. Yeah, Jank did get loose. I've told this story about when I went to Yellowstone as a kid and we got chased by the buffalo, and it would have been so much scarier if it was Jank Uger. That would have just been the end. Oh, hey, Esau, you know me. Ask if she is single. Smash. So much Hulk smash going on here. Well, she's not even back yet. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, I did notice you, Dwarven Centurion. Reason Rally needed a ball pit. Not far off.
Sorry for.
The chat will be appeased now.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Sorry. They are all loving on you right now.
Oh really? Oh hi. I love you.
I think that just killed some of them. Oh God.
How many people are watching?
Oh yeah, I have like 20 watching right now. Okay.
Right.
I guess we might take some questions, sure. They wanted me to ask you about Donald Trump.
Okay. What I think about him?
Sure.
Okay, so they asked me that a lot there in the States. They asked me if, what are my plans in the future. I really want to go to the States to study. But if Donald Trump wins, I will not go. Like never again, because as a Hispanic, um, he's really rude to all like the Latin community and to all the Hispanic community. Um, and I think that's gonna affect so much in the United States, and because most of the people are like, there's a lot of Latinos in the United States, as you know.
Oh, sure. But he hasn't really, and not to even really defend him that much, but he hasn't said too much about those people. He's mostly just talking about immigrants.
Yeah, but like at the end, if I go to the United States, I'm gonna be like an immigrant that go to study there. Like
It's true.
I don't know. The thing is that if Donald Trump wins, I will not go to America.
That does seem to be the mentality of a lot of people, but
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be too bad.
I hope he doesn't win though. I hope Bernie Sanders wins. I really want that dude to win. I think he's pretty genius. He's a genius. But that's how I think.
I don't know if everyone in the chat will necessarily like that. But yeah, it's looking like Bernie's not doing too well. He's
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
much out.
I know, but I hope he wins. Just to get my hopes up.
Something else I wanted to ask you would be your future involvement in maybe politics or atheist advocacy or anything like that. Now that you've built yourself this platform as an inspiring figure for the atheist community in your country.
Well, I've never thought about that, about like being involved in all these atheist thing in my future. Like, I really like politics. I really like go to all the United Nations models here, and I'm going to be like um the general secretary, and like the thing is that I'm really involved in politics, and maybe I haven't think about that. Maybe I can use this like as a platform to get this all around, like spread the word around countries, and yeah, I that's the thing I need to think about. I didn't like think about that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Sorry, the chat's it's just being wonderful right now. So
What are you saying? I want to know.
oh yeah, I forgot to give you a link. I'll do that. Okay, so they're asking if because you have a YouTube channel. I
Oh,
was I was meaning to link that. I'll probably link that afterwards. But what do you do on your channel?
oh, I'm singing, but the thing is that my singings, most of them are in Spanish. So
I don't think the people in the chat care. They like your voice, so it'll be fine.
I can send you the link. Wait. So it's
Yeah, we'll make sure to add that and get some more people over there.
okay. It's in Spanish, so I don't know if they care. I have like a someone like you too. Like most of them are covers. So okay. Where do I send you?
There's a little chat box over here.
Do I just like put the link there?
Yeah. Oh, there
Do
you
you
go.
receive it?
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely make sure to promote this. Oh yeah, looks nice. Definitely. So, where do you see the music thing going for you? Because you've been on Ecuador's Got Talent. Have you gotten any other offers to go on any other shows like that?
Well, yeah. They're like the boys, La Voz, here in Ecuador. And like a lot of people wanted me to get involved in the boys because it's like better and stuff. But after this experience, I really don't like reality shows anymore. 'Cause- yeah, so like this experience killed my like my passion for reality shows. So maybe like I could go to one in other country, but in my country not anymore because just garbage. It's garbage. You have no idea how garbage television is here. Like
From the way you described it, it sounded like they were trying to overhype drama that wasn't there to get
yeah,
more ratings.
the whole Ecuadorian television is like only Kardashian shows. You know what I mean? Like Kardashian is total drama and total shit. That's Ecuadorian television. Like the Kardashians all over. It's so bad, and that's why people doesn't watch Ecuadorian television. I don't watch. I have Netflix, and that's all.
Certainly. I did not. I never watched a single clip until yours, and it was because it was infamous and had gone around the world.
It's so insane. It's insane how viral. Like it's funny because I really like think about getting viral and how would it be to get viral, and I really like desire that to be viral one day, and it happened, and it felt pretty good. It feels pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely. You became a very known figure just overnight. Pretty much everyone was sharing that.
Yes, I remember like I was that day I was going to it was like the week I was going to the channel to record like the next step to the semifinals. And the day my audition appeared, I knew it was going to be controversial. I thought that the channel, like Ecuavisa, the channel, the TV channel, was going to make me look bad. That's why I didn't tell anyone about my audition. Just like my family, some friends, just like some friends, one or two friends or three friends. And that was it. I didn't want them to see because I was like very afraid about how the thing was going to go. And I remember I told my mom to record like the audition on my TV because I was traveling. And I thought that was it. That nobody was going to watch my audition, and like the next round it was going to be better, and that's when I'm going to tell everyone to see me. And then the next day happened. It was Monday, and on Tuesday, like my phone was crazy with like messages all over, like all over Messenger, all over Facebook, Instagram. It was crazy, and like I just like. I remember like I was on Facebook and I like scrolled down and all I saw was my face on the show, on BuzzFeed, on CNN. It was insane. I felt so it was crazy. And on Friday I went out with my friends to have like a cup of coffee, and like everybody recognized me, and it felt good. It really felt good. It felt good.
Oh, certainly to be to be known, to be that known, because you could you're still a big deal to the atheist community even after that. If they're inviting you to the Reason Rally, have you ever considered maybe doing some activist work online? I'm sure if people all know your story and would be ready to follow you.
I don't know how to like do that. Like I'm very old fashioned. I'm not a very technological girl. I don't know how to. I really want to, but I don't know how to.
Yeah. I guess just you already have your music channel, but is talking about atheism online something that would interest you, or do you feel like you were more just kind of flung into this because people saw your clip from TV?
I didn't understand. Sorry. Like, can you repeat the question?
It's not a very well formed question, but I don't know. Like it just feels like you were kind of thrown under the bus about this. Say like, do you believe in God? I don't believe in God. And you've kind of been made this figure for Ecuador, for all the atheists in Ecuador. Do you feel like that's something that you'd want to continue to push for them, or do you feel like it's a little too much pressure for one person?
Well, it's not like too much pressure. I really think that this really opened me a lot of doors for my career. It really did. It really did. People got to know me, and at the end, that's what like I need in my career. People. I'm gonna study music. I'm gonna study acting. I need people for my career. I need like that kind of support, and to have like this huge atheist community with me, it's something that I'm very grateful. So I don't, I, I really like want to continue being part of this, being in like conferences and talking about it, and like making my, um, like, putting like myself, I don't know how to say it, but just like being part of the atheist community and um, take this advantage, like this opportunity as an advantage to spread the word. So yeah.
Sure. Something they wanted me to ask you about, and this was definitely a prevalent theme at Reason Rally and a criticism that a lot of people voiced. But it's this idea of regressivism. Basically, it's this. I'm trying to think how I could explain, but at the Reason Rally, the atheists talked about American atheist issues primarily.
Yeah.
They did not talk about the Middle East, and even if they did, they made sure to cushion it in a very positive way and made sure to say all Muslims are good people and there's no problems there. And I would imagine if they had brought up the topic, they would have said similar things about Ecuador. What do you think about that? There's an atheist in America who don't want to address issues in your country because they feel like they don't want to offend your culture.
That's the thing that like what I told you about before, that I mean like United States, it's really open minded. But this like religious thing, it's pretty cultural too. It's pretty cultural. You cannot change the mind of a whole country, and my country isn't that big. My country is really small. I think Florida, California, it's bigger than my country. I don't know if you have seen it in the globe, but we're like a little South America in Galapagos Islands. That's it. We're really little. We're in like in the middle of the world, and you cannot change. And instead, like being that little, you cannot change the minds, the mentality of those people in because of me. Because like I go and like tell people my thoughts about it. Because it's really cultural, and people at the end have lived with these traditions for hundreds of years. And um, to address your question, what was again?
But just what you think about American atheists who normally are against religion and will happily criticize religion in America, but won't criticize religion in other parts of the world because
Yeah,
they feel like they'll offend people.
yeah, I can like understand. Like you can always talk about it, but it's really delicate. It's really delicate to talk about this in my country. Even in my school, I know they won't allow me to like talk about it. But like my teachers, I have like a lot of atheist teachers, and that's pretty cool because I can talk to them, and it's really cool. But I think it's better that they do not talk about it. They really like focus on United States, because I like I said it before, it's very cultural, and it's very delicate to talk about that, like
Yeah.
atheism in other countries.
I guess real quick, the chat wants me to tell you how lovely you are. They're all getting a kick out of you.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. And sorry, I sound like Sofia Vergara. I hate my English. It's so bad. Sorry about it.
No, you can speak better English than I can Spanish. You're fine.
Yay.
I guess to get back to that topic, do you think that American atheists have an obligation to address religious problems in your country? Because American atheists, they have problems with representation, but they would have more power than atheists in your country to bring light to those issues.
I don't get it. I didn't get it.
Like the atheists in America who have all these freedoms, comparatively, they have problems, but they do have a lot of freedoms compared to atheists in Ecuador. Do you think that they should just do away with any of the political correctness and address problems in Ecuador?
Like right now, they are using me, like not using me, but I'm a kind of a tool to spread the word in Latin America because I'm in Spanish. I'm a Hispanic atheist, and I think like everything is possible if you like talk about it and you move around the globe with your ideas. You can do whatever. Like you can get to people, and people like can listen to you, and some people can agree, some people not. But at the end, you're going to get at people. So everything is possible at the end.
Sure. And we were talking about, because Catholicism is prevalent in Ecuador, but what do you think about other religions that are in the country?
So I'm in a Jewish school, but it's really cool because it's a Jewish school that it's really open. So they do not like. There's 10% of the students are Jewish. Most of them are Catholics. There's a lot of there are like Muslims, Persians from Persas, I don't know, but like from the Middle East. So the Jewish basically control my country. The Jewish are like the ones who are like who has more money. I live in the capital. The millionaires are the Jewish people. They are the owners of everything, of like the biggest supermarkets, of the biggest malls. So Jewish here are basically seen as like the millionaires, as the better ones. I don't know. There's not a lot of Muslims though. There's not a lot of Indians. There's yeah, you have like this Chinese community, but it's more Catholicism, Christianism, and Jewish, and like yeah, the Jewish religion.
Yeah, I guess we could keep going down that path. What do you think about the Jews?
I really like them. I'm been like my whole life because it's different from the United States that you go to elementary school, middle school, and high school. Here you have one school, and in one school you have everything. So basically, I've been 13 years of my life in one school because I've never like changed or moved because I really like it. And I know the Israel national anthem. I always sing it in the programs. They make me sing the Israel national anthem, like the Jewish festivities. I know every single one of them. I know Hebrew. They give me like Hebrew classes. I went to my classmates for mitzvahs. So I really like that culture. I remember like saying to my mom that if one day like I needed to be religious or something, I was going to be Jewish because I don't know, I just like it a lot. I know it has like a lot of oppression to women, but I like it. It's really cool, that religion here.
That sounds really problematic. I don't know. How serious are you about that consideration? Are you going to become Jewish?
Well, like it's kind of I'm not going to become Jewish. I know that, but it was like kind of a silly thing that I would like tell my mom when I was little. That I remember I was like 8 or 9, and I would like tell my mom I'm gonna be Jewish, and I'm not gonna be Catholic anymore. I'm gonna be Jewish. I'm going to wear this and wear that. So I don't know. I really like that religion. I think I really like it a lot. It's pretty interesting. Religion, it's very interesting.
Oh, certainly. What do you think about Islam?
Um, Personally, I don't know much about it. I know about like the Quran. I know that like most of them are not bad. It's mostly um, the Islamic State who are like the bad ones. But I don't know much about Islam. I know that it's like a religion that has different ideologies about like portraying your love to your God by killing people sometimes, or like by sacrifices. So yeah.
Yeah, well, this goes back to what we were talking about, religious ideas, not just being bad ideas, but manifesting themselves into bad actions. So I guess this goes to your definition of what a bad person is. Um, like, for instance, we were just talking about it, misogyny. Um, like, is a misogynist capable of being a good person?
What's a misogynist?
Someone who hates women and treats them as second class citizens.
Okay, why is he a bad person?
Yeah, but I mean, do you agree that that's a bad person?
Well, it's like it's different points of views. At the end, he believes in that, and if he believes in treating, I don't know if he, I don't know. It's I don't. I could talk about this in Spanish like a lot because my words just like flew. I don't. I can't. English is so. It's so. My jaws hurt because like you move a lot of your. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I really don't know how to say it, but I know about it. I know I'm like. It doesn't. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. I really like just don't know how to say it.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess I don't even know how we got to that, but do you think someone who looks down on women is a moral person? Like, because we'd condemn that person's actions, but would we condemn that person? What do you think?
Well, like I think women has like a lot of history of disrespect. I don't. They have like different morals and different points of view. I well, yeah, like they're kind of like bad people from my point of view because I'm a woman and I need respect as much as men need respect. But at the end, it's their ideology, and they think that that's the best. Like there is their reality, and they think like that's the way of behave themselves, and they think they're cool. But I don't know. I think respect is the key.
Well, I
Um,
mean, just because someone has a certain ideology doesn't mean that we can look at them and we can say this isn't acceptable because
yeah, I
you're
know.
being bigoted.
Yeah, it's just everyone has like their different ideology, and if in my point of view I see it as a bad thing, some people can see it as a good thing. Like for example, I don't I don't get how in the 21st century women in the Middle East covered themselves, like their whole body, and the only thing they show is their eyes. I think that's unreal.
Oh yeah,
That's
I mean that's
real.
it's not a choice though. That's something that's
I know.
enforced by religious oppression.
But at the end, they think that's the correct thing, and I'm not anyone to judge. They think they are like good about doing that. So um, I cannot say that, but in my point of view, I think it's really bad.
Yeah, and this kind of brings it full circle because there's definitely a link between some of the people at the Reason Rally and some of the talking points they have when they
Mhm.
refuse to acknowledge religious oppression, and specifically Islamic oppression in other parts of the world. They mostly like to talk about Christianity, um, and by them, they're almost partially culpable by not addressing that and choosing to address lesser issues. That almost, in a way, normalizes and validates that oppression. What do you think about that?
Well, like I think that's why I didn't like religion at the first time. Like I started to dislike religion because of that oppression it gives to you. In the Catholic Church, I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that because it was bad. It was a sin, and I was going to go to hell. So I just thought about it. I was like, why? And I thought it as a thing that it's like it says to you that it's really um like that apart. It's kind of a symbol that like a sin. I think it's a symbol of the bad things. But at the end, they were like some stupid things they told me. Like I couldn't listen to this music, this kind of music, to Shakira, to Rihanna songs because it was the devil thing, or like very exaggerated things that it gives it gives me oppression. I couldn't like use skirts or stuff. I don't know. It just I think that's why I hate religion because of the oppression it gives people, because of that ideology they give to them that they need to be this way so they can go to heaven or they can be better people in the world when that's shit at the end. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Well, that's interesting. Would you be opposed to calling yourself an anti-theist as well as an atheist then?
What's that? I don't know.
Like you don't just take it as you don't just not believe in religion. You think it's actively harmful and you would seek to oppose it politically and socially.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what like the word you said, but that's it. Like it really has an effect on people, and it can be really harmful. Like people killed because of religion. War exists because of religion, and it's something that needs to stop. We're in the 21st century, and I just can't believe that we still like think about those things. It's just crazy.
It is, but there's a difference in those oppressions. So not even that I'd always label it oppression. Like in America, it's not necessarily what there's some certain legal barriers, but that's really about it. It's it's from what you're saying. It's worse in Ecuador, and then it's even worse in the Middle East. Um, and there is a problem of people who have rejected religion, don't believe in it, but still, for some reason, want to perpetuate these cultural norms because they're too scared of offending anyone's beliefs. And this is really harmful for the actual victims of religion.
Yeah, like it's really delicate. Religion is so delicate. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I have like an idea that I was going to tell you. It's just that religion is so harmful, and you can try to stop it. You can try to like talk to people and try to like get a voice in different places. Though I don't think that like that will ever happen. That like religion will ever stop because people need this answer to like these questions they don't know how to answer. And that's the human psychology.
Well,
It's
certainly, I don't expect it to ever completely stop. It's gone down in areas. It's going down in America currently. The religious population is dwindling,
I know.
but it takes time. It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time, but I don't know. I think like history has. I really like history too, and I've seen like so many cases of injustice, like in your country, the civil rights movement, how like black people suffered for their color of their skin, and like the people who killed them, the people who lynched them, they were good people because they were Christians, because they want to God, and they do because of like many times they do it because of God. So I don't know, it's like kind of a double moral, and Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, certainly that did happen, and it's even more sad because there are people now in America who are
I think,
they're trying to invoke that spirit. They're trying to act like they are in a new civil rights movement, and in a lot of communities, they've actually rejected civil rights leaders as being too passive and peaceful.
yeah, like for example, Martin Luther King. He's one of my heroes. I just like can I he was a genius. Um, and he the only thing he did was to talk about his beliefs, and at the end he talked about his beliefs in the Lincoln Memorial, and it was a very historical day, and it touched a lot of people. And like being aggressive is not the answer. Like being vengative is not the answer at all.
Yeah, certainly, and that's one of the figures that MLK was obviously a very inspiring, influential person, but there are people today from that community who disrespect him and say he didn't go far enough, even though he did achieve his goal of equality.
Yeah, he did. But I think the best way is to be passive aggressive, like not to be aggressive at all, because that's not the solution. That's not the solution. Like for example, Nelson Mandela, still he was able to forgive like the white people. So that equality in South Africa. So I don't know. I think that's the best way. War is not the solution. It's never the solution.
Well, yeah, violence should not be the first resort. I guess it depends on what you would call aggressive, because sometimes there's problems like a problem of Islamic oppression in the Middle East that does require a more aggressive and active take on it.
Yeah, like I don't know. At the end, that's the only way to. It's so delicate. I just like I don't know how it can happen in this day, in this like modern day. It's just crazy. Um, like there, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but um, if people need to like um, I hate my. I just can't. I just can't. I just like I just can't. But sorry, I just can't. I don't know how to explain it.
It's all good. We have time. Oh, I love the chat is the chat is really loving it.
I want to know what they say.
I did send you a link if you want to brave that.
Where? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the link. Okay.
She's looking at you now, guys. So
I knew what
be
was happening.
careful.
YouTube. Whoa!
I did send you a
Whoa!
link if you
That's
want to brave that.
crazy.
Oh wait,
Wait.
you should mute that.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. This picture. She can even. No, you don't. No, no, yes. Take me. Oh my God, this is so crazy.
I'm letting I'm letting them know that they have an eye on you. Or you have an eye on them rather. They wanted me to ask you earlier if you watched any atheists on YouTube.
If I watch an atheist,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't. I don't watch any on YouTube. I don't. No, I don't.
Oh dang. Well, we we currently have Atheism as Unstoppable watching. He has a very popular channel. Definitely worth checking out.
Atheist is unstoppable. Screw this guy, Reese. Come on my channel. Yeah.
Apparently, he wants you on his
I'm
channel.
going to subscribe. and I'm subscribed. Yay!
Oh, there you go. There you go, Devin. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Was there anything else on your mind in terms of either your appearance on Ecuador's Got Talent or at the recent rally?
I'm sorry, can you repeat? I was like watching the chat.
It does move by pretty fast.
And
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I guess we could get back to the recent rally really quickly. And just what it was like to, was that the biggest crowd you'd ever performed for?
Yes. When I was in the show, I performed around like 20,000 people. But I was the recent rally. They attend like 30,000 people, 40,000 people, and it was in the place where Martin Luther King and this dude where Martin. Well, the thing is that Martin Luther King spoke there, and when I knew that I was going to sing there, I just went nuts. I went crazy, and I couldn't believe it. And the view was beautiful. When I like was singing with Pen, I was like watching the reflecting pool and all the people there. It was the most magnificent moment in my life.
Yeah, that was I was at the Lincoln Memorial and at the Washington Monument. It was a nice location. I guess they were expecting a bigger turnout than showed up. That probably would have been even more nerve-wracking.
Yeah, they were like they were like expecting like 50,000 people or 60,000 people, but they were like less, and it was like a lot of security too. A lot of security, because in the outsides they were like, it was like pretty dull moral. There were like Christians and Catholics saying like, oh, you're going to go to hell because I don't believe in like burning hell, and like Catholics are supposed to love their like the strangers and shit. And that's like there was a lot of security. Like someone who hates, like who loves religion, could like go and just like shoot me.
Oh my.
So yeah.
That's pretty scary. I guess they want you to sing something. I don't know.
Oh really?
Yeah, you have an audience here. I guess whatever you'd prefer to sing if you're up for it.
What song?
Do we have any requests? I guess
Yeah.
she might not know. She might not know. Yes, Thunderfoot did trash the recent rally. Sing foreign.
I don't know what's that.
They were making jokes the whole time that they wanted you to speak foreign because they don't understand Spanish.
Does she have any sisters? I do have sisters. Sing, do Freebird. I don't know.
You could sing the song you sung at the rally, the No Martyrs, No Saints.
Ecuadorian national anthem, the Israel song, Sing Anaconda. That's so in Spanish. Do you want me to sing in Spanish? Sing in Spanish.
Sure. If that makes it easier, absolutely.
The Beatles. I love the Beatles. I don't know. I have like my ukulele right here.
Oh my! Would you like to break that out?
Yes. Yeah. I could do that. Wait.
You guys are getting yourselves a treat. A ukulele singing performance. Completely impromptu, but it should be amazing. Oh, here we go.
Sing.
They want you to do TMX.
Cue in Spanish. Okay, wait. I need to tune my ukulele. I love the Beatles. Like, it's pretty funny because I hated them. And when like I was with like these band that are like they imitated them, I just like started to love the songs, and right now I just can't stop listening to them.
Why did you hate the Beatles? Classic.
I don't know. I just like never liked their music. I don't know why. I don't know. Sorry about like this.
Oh no, wait, this is very last minute, but no, it's worth waiting for.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go. What song are you doing?
I don't know. Like this is like the most hips don't lie. Hello.
So what?
Chop suey.
Oh my, that'd be something.
You want me to sing in Spanish?
Sure. What I think you'd probably sound better doing that.
Oh no, I don't know. I didn't never remember the chords. Okay, so this is like a Pixar song. I really like Disney. Like, so like I don't know if you saw this like movie about like the girls' minds that they get into like the girl mind. Well, like there was like,
Inside Out, yeah.
Inside Out. There was like this short film at the end with like at the beginning with the volcanoes, the love story volcanoes. Sorry. So they're like the whole short film was with a song. So in Spanish it was very beautiful. I'm just gonna sing the chorus here. Okay. Yes, no.
Absolutely. Yep. That sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay. Okay. Mi sueño aquí se hará realidad si estás para mí y yo para ti. Na, 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 la María la quiero amar,
Well, that was very good.
Thank you. And I can do like like the Jason Mars, the most like typical one. I forgive my English, please.
You're not forgiven.
Okay, it will be well, you done me, you bet I felt it. Tried to put you, but just hot and melted. I felt right through the cracks, and I'm trying to get back before the night out. Giving you my best, and nothing's gonna stop it till can't do nothing in my time to be someone. Oh, I won't say no more. No more, it cannot wait on yours. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yay. The English is good.
That was
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Play some Bieber.
Shane's guts fuck.
I am weeping, Devin, on the inside. It was beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm hoping you get more opportunities to go on more shows or do more singing, or I don't know,
Yeah,
just get it out
I
there.
hope so. Yeah, I really hope so too. I don't know. I think like this thing really opened me a lot of doors. At the end, like I'm doing like a podcast with you, and that's so cool.
Yeah, is this your first time doing something like this?
Yes, it's my first time. It's really technological. Like you can see, I couldn't understand.
You're fine. You're fine. I just figured I saw you at Reason Rally and I was looking you up because I'd like, oh yeah, it's that girl from the clip, and I was like, hey, I might as well reach out to her. I actually didn't even expect you to respond. I figured you'd be busy being famous and all that.
No, I don't consider myself famous. Like for real, I just don't.
You're still a big deal, even though that clip was months ago. You're still a big deal to the atheist community in America, and I mean, you still are going to be. You have a very interesting background. They're not going to forget about you.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I just wait to like to do things, and um it was kind of a dream. Like if I impact someone's life, it will be. It's like it's a lot of. It's like I cannot say it. I hate English. Sorry. Just hate English. I just can't say anything. I can't say anything. It's like a very simple language, you know. In Spanish, is like you can talk and talk and talk and talk, and it's pretty romantic in a kind of way. But English,
There's a reason we are not regarded as one of the romantic languages. It doesn't quite flow as well.
so yeah, I don't like. I'm very used to that. But I don't know. It's really good to know that I've been an inspiration for a lot of people, and I'm 17, and that's huge and that's crazy. And I don't know if I can like mark history, it will be pretty insane, and I'll be like very honored. Um, and like recent rally was one of like the experiences of my life, one of them, a lot of experiences I'm gonna have in my life. So I don't know. I'm pretty grateful about that. And yeah, that.
I guess they want you to speak Spanish. They would like to hear your native tongue.
Oh, like my native tone is very different from this. It's kind of okay. What do you want me to say?
Um, I don't know. Maybe whatever sounds good.
Um, so es muy loco todo lo que ha pasado sobre este Reason Rally, y la verdad me siento muy emocionada de formar parte de un proyecto así, y creo que en el futuro tendré más experiencias y espero de verdad salir adelante, y espero ser una inspiración para todas las personas que están allá afuera y marcar historia. Yeah, I just like said what I told you before, but in Spanish.
Nice. See, it does sound better. It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I just like. When will you be 18? I'm gonna be 18 on April 8th. Yeah, it's 1 year more.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The chat's great, and they've really enjoyed your appearance. We're probably gonna close this out soon. That's really all I wanted to ask. But did you have any closing thoughts, Carolina?
Um, First of all, thank you for inviting me. This is like the first time I've ever done something like this, and I really enjoy to be part of these things. I don't know. I just think that I hope I do a lot of projects and you hear about me in the future. I really hope so. I'm gonna try to stay on like on the spot, in the spotlight. So follow me
It's always welcome.
follow me on Instagram. Yay.
Yeah, we'll make sure to get those links in there. But no, you're still a big deal. You always have a place among the atheists online, at least. We're
Yeah.
very diverse community, all kinds of countries, all kinds of backgrounds, and I think that your story is very inspiring, and I want to see you take it some places. Thank you very much for coming on, and you're welcome back anytime.
Well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me in, and to all the people who were in the chat, you're amazing.
Yes, you guys are amazing. We're gonna cut it there. Thank you to Carolina for coming on. Thank you everyone for watching, and good night.